Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Long, and I just want to welcome you to the third session of Unit 1 on the third act of Raisin in the Sun. I hope you had a great weekend. Go Broncos! It was quite an exciting game at the end there. But hopefully this will be a good solid week for those of you that are kind of getting into the groove of things and catching up. I know there's still a lot of you that have joined the class late that are making up work and continue to just do what you're doing. Press forward and get caught up. So this week we are looking at the third act of our play, Raisin in the Sun. It'll be the last session before you write a theme essay next week. So be thinking, what is the message that we're supposed to carry home from this? Yeah, that theme is going to be something that is related to an issue that you and I and everyone who's ever been alive has faced. Something more general than blacks in the 1950s, something that we've all experienced. So be thinking about that as you're wrapping up this week. Here's an overview of our session, 3 learning activities, the journal that you've been doing, a discussion, and then you'll be looking at plot. That will be the literary element of the week, looking at plot and summarizing that play through a plot graphic. So these are the assignments and their points they're worth and a suggested schedule you might want to follow. Just want to emphasize that in order to get full points on the discussion board, you really need to be posting throughout the week. So I've suggested Tuesday and Friday as days to do that. Just the main thing is that you're not posting one time and then leaving it forevermore. The idea is to have an ongoing discussion and interaction. So just point that out. So you'll begin by picking up where you left off at the end of Act 2. All of those dreams that looked like they were finally come true have come crashing down. And there's a lot of people who are upset with Walter for a reason. And you'll have to look at how they handle that. We have all ourselves been there. Friends let us down, parents let us down, coaches let us down, various people let us down. And we have to decide how to respond when someone has wronged us. Walter has been wronged and he's wronged the family. So how do they respond and what do they do about this dream? What dreams can they still go forward with? So you'll be reading the third act of the play to see how things get wrapped up. As before, you'll have the online text and the audio recording. Many of you have gone out and purchased the books, and that's awesome. If you choose to do that, no problem. Same template as before. I did get the question earlier, can I use the same document that I had submitted before and just keep adding to it? And that would be fine, just as long as you're collecting quotes that you'll use next week. So you're going to go through that, again, reading Act 3, and you'll turn those in the first assignment of the week. Your reader response journal. I'm looking for 10 quotes from Act 3 with some interpretation as you respond to them. Don't just summarize what's happening, but interpret a little bit more about the character. What can we read into it and what can we infer from it? Second thing you'll do this week will be our discussion. Your first post will be on what you think of the ending of the play. What's Hansberry saying through it? Is she hopeful that these issues will improve or not? And then for the other 2 posts, you can either respond to other people's posts, just like you have done in previous conversations, or you can continue something you started last week. Just recall that topic and post a new continuing thought on that same topic. Or you can start your own thread, another interesting point that concerns Act 3. And just remember that to receive full points, you need to post in a timely manner throughout the week. You need to do more than just say, I agree, and summarize the other person's response. And your post should be edited just like any normal English paper or any academic paper for that matter. So then once you've done your discussion, you'll be looking at plot. There is a PowerPoint for you to watch here, and then you'll choose either a chart or a diagram and record elements and occurrences and events in the play Raisin in the Sun to summarize what's happening. And you'll submit that on the next page here. I'll be looking for about 5 or more events for each of the 5 stages of the plot. No errors, fewer no errors in spelling and convention, so do proofread that, please. Then I would like to offer an extra credit assignment that I think you may enjoy. There are 2 different film versions of this play, and it's also been performed on Broadway, most recently with Denzel Washington. Can't get a copy of that, but it would be really interesting to see how he pulled that off. I think there are clips of it on YouTube. But there are 2 full movies in existence. one of them, the 2008 version, is available piecemeal on YouTube. You can do Act 1, Scene 1, and then you have to select the next one that comes up as its suggested video. So you kind of have to watch it piece by piece, but it is available for free on YouTube. You can also get them through the public libraries, probably through Netflix and Amazon Instant Video, any kind of streaming site you can get them. So the extra credit assignment is to view a production of it, see if it matches what you had imagined. A lot of times we imagine characters and scenes to be one way and they end up appearing something different. And then briefly summarize what the differences are, and then explain which one you think more effectively conveys the messages, the themes that Hansberry's trying to get across. Is it really important that this be acted out, or can you read it as a text like a novel? Some of you have called it a novel. It's actually a play, but is it better in print? Or is it better acted out? Is the movie more effective? And if so, why? How does that work? Be sure to give support for your assertions and polish it and edit it like you would any paper. That's for up to 15 points of extra credit, which would make a pretty substantial difference in your grade at this point. So that's an option for you. And then that will be the end of this session. And next week, again, we'll be looking at a theme essay. As always, hit me up with questions. I love to hear from you. So be in touch when you have concerns or just want to chat about whatever. So have a great week and be in touch.